Was the question about Jesus being in the earth for 3 days and 3 nights compared to Jonah being in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, there were not 3 days and 3 nights between Friday and Sunday morning when Jesus rose from the dead. But I don't think that that's of much significance, because this is an idiom in Jewish language that is variously expressed. Sometimes it will say Jesus rose after 3 days. More often it will say Jesus rose on the third day. And in Jewish reckoning, the day begins at sundown at 6 o'clock. So if Jesus was placed in the tomb on Friday afternoon before 6, and then he was in the grave on Saturday, and then rose sometime after 6 p.m. on Saturday or Sunday morning, that is on the third day, according to Jewish reckoning. Indeed, if Jesus were interred at 4 o'clock on Friday and raised at 7 o'clock Saturday night, the Jew would say he was raised on the third day. And so all of these expressions are just Jewish idioms that are drawn from the Old Testament, expressing the time of Jesus' resurrection. And I think it probably is an indirect reference to the time of the women's visit. It was on the third day after the crucifixion that the women came and found the tomb empty. And so naturally, the resurrection itself came to be dated on the third day. And it's simply an idiom to pick up the Jonah story, that Jesus, like Jonah, was in the ground for 3 days and 3 nights, shouldn't be pressed for literality. It's an idiom. The use of the third day motif in the Old Testament is a theologically significant motif. When you look at how that phrase is used in the Old Testament, again and again, it's on the third day that God delivers Israel from distress. The third day is the day of God's deliverance and victory. And so calling the date of the resurrection on the third day is a way of saying this is God's day of deliverance and victory.